good time? Yeah, I think the thing to do is TribFest! Yeah, that's the only one of those I'm going to see tonight. So is everyone having a really good night? Yeah? Everyone had a good day? Yeah, I haven't either. I've had the shits. Sorry, my girlfriend hates when I call my kids that. Actually, I love my girlfriend. We recently went to the giant Scrabble land that opened up, but we unfortunately had to turn around when we saw how big the queues were. The room's already divided. Excellent. Actually, I just want to shout out to my friend Judith. She works in customer services. It's her birthday today, so I just want to say, Judith, many happy returns. Gonna sink in a second. Okay. And also one of my friends, Phil, he just recently had a baby. He's really big into like filing and organising. So I hear congratulations are in order. I've had some weird jobs in my time. One of the first ones I had was I worked at a sellotape factory. And one of the first things they showed me was they introduced me to gaffer. Yeah, ignore that I messed that up a little bit. Weirdly enough, I worked at the flag factory, and any problems that you had went through Union Jack. I like that one. Anyone here seen Punch and Judy naked? Show of hands. An older generation, you kids don't even know who that is. Round of applause. I'm pleased to announce that the local Holding Your Breath competition for charity went without a hiccup. I also heard a rumour today that it's borrowed somebody else's Microsoft Office, but don't just take my word for it. I never really used to be a big lover of emails. That is until Microsoft completely changed my outlook. Do you know one thing I love about hospitals? The orderly queues. Right. That was lost. Okay. I once dated a calligrapher because she had the most beautiful eyes. That's a very sentimental joke. That's good. Breaking news: Beyonce's husband falls over. Whoopsie, Jay-Z. I'm a little bit upset today because I went into my shed and I've lost one of my paddles for my boat. So can I get an oar? Yeah. That was lost a little bit. I'm struggling with a punchline for a joke about escapology, so can anyone help me out? I once did a gig for a dominatrix convention, and to be fair, I left the audience speechless with my ball gag. Sorry, I've messed up my notes. I remember the time when that's a little bit late. I remember the time, you've completely put me off now, thanks for that, dude. Keep up with the audience, that'll be great. I remember the time I watched my dad take off. I wasn't upset, because he was an astronaut. They get some more oars. All my friends are pretty fine with me, like busking for food and shelter, but to others it's a big issue. Sorry about this, I can't see the damn things and swear too much. I remember growing up, our gardener that we had always referred to his tools as cutting-edge technology. I'm actually reading one of those self-help books, Hopscotch, 10 Easy Steps. Does anyone think that Jim Morrison's wife refers to her husband as him indoors? Lost again on the young ones. Actually, I was watching a documentary the other day about 1970s British wrestlers, and I heard they used to train by lifting giant haystacks. Oh, do you know, I'm really knackered after my last exorcism. It really took it out of me. People always ask me, how many times did I lose Dracula when he was in my care? I lost count. A criminal went into a local police station and stole every PC and TV cable they had. So, as you can imagine, the police put out an urgent appeal for any leads. That's an old one, I like that one. Actually, I recently had to give up my job as a private investigator because I got found out my identity, my secret identity had gone. So what I did is I went in the house one night, packed a little bit, picked up my PC, buried it in the garden. Well, I was worried about all the intel inside. Now you get it, yeah, great stuff. What do you think is an arsonist's favourite like pleasure land to go to? Flamingo Land. Flamingo Land. I'll work on that one, don't worry guys. I recently saw an advert in the paper that was for Harley's Jam. That was so big, it was at least a 2-page spread. How do you get a DNA sample off a pirate ship? Swab the deck. Yeah, the back like that, the front are boring now. Who is the cleanest supervillain ever? Lex Luthor. I once went on holiday and I enjoyed myself 50% of the time. That's the last time I go in half board. I'll leave you with this one then. When I was younger, I gave myself a job where I was delivering ice creams around the local estate on my go-kart until one day I had an accident and I accidentally damaged someone's garden fence with my cart door. Thanks very much. You've been great.
Give it up for Graham Musk! I think we all agree he writes a cracking joke. I've seen some of the comedians laughing at them. It's very